How strong would my man, the green, lean, mean, fighting Namekian machine Piccolo be if he fused with his father, the Demon King Piccolo? And how strong would Piccolo be if he did not fuse with Kami? And now, before I get started, I know that the hardcore DBZ fans will be like, no, you're wrong, your video suck, blah, 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 blah. All that's fine and dandy. But this is just my opinion. Like I always say, I could be wrong. I'm only human. But anyway, to get into it. Now, if Piccolo were to fuse with his father, King Piccolo, he would be 100% of a complete Namekian. Because as we know, Kami and King Piccolo expelled the evil, blah, 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 that whole story. And so, seeing as how he already had half of his self completed through having Kami, his power grew exponentially. Where he was able to, go toe-to-toe with 17 and, overpower Cell in his first form to some degree, But if Piccolo had the strength, or if he fused with King Piccolo, I would say that Piccolo would be past a Super Saiyan level, for the simple fact of the matter is, when Piccolo fused with Kami, he was already stronger than Vegeta. And even when Vegeta flew down, he said, whoa, he said, that's Piccolo's energy? He said, I didn't know that the Namek could be that strong. And then Vegeta was like, oh, he said he's even stronger than the Super Saiyan. So, if at that point in time in Android Saga, that Piccolo, just by fusing with his other good half, was stronger than a Super Saiyan, if he fused with King Piccolo, then Piccolo probably would be the strongest. I mean, it wouldn't matter who trained or who did what. Piccolo will probably still be whooping everybody's behind, because Piccolo would be 100% of his full self. Nobody or nothing would really be able to stop him. I'm even going to go out on a limb and say that Piccolo would be near a Super Saiyan 3. And if not Super Saiyan 3, then a few decimal points away from it, because Piccolo would be that strong. I mean, everyone has to take into consideration that, the Namekian fusion really has no drawbacks from it. So if he fused with King Piccolo, he gets King Piccolo's knowledge, I would definitely say that Piccolo would be at least the third strongest. At least. Because it would make sense for him to be. Because, I mean, if he's going back to his full self, before he was expelled, then that means he has all the power, the knowledge. He's a full, like they say, full realized avatar. He's a full realized Namekian. Now, if he did not fuse with Nail or Kami, Piccolo would be definitely significantly weaker, because we see when he fought Raditz, that Piccolo was, I would say, second to Goku during that time. And then, as we know, Piccolo fought with Nappa, and then he died, sacrificing himself to Gohan. And then he trained on King Kai, even though, that's supposed to be filler and all that stuff. Then, if Nail didn't exist, after he trained with King Kai, I doubt that he would even be able to put a dent next to Frieza in his second form. Because if Piccolo flew down and never met Nail, Piccolo would have been decimated by Frieza in his second form. I mean, Frieza would probably beat him with little effort. Then after that, roll around to the Android Saga, Piccolo would probably have trained like he normally does, and Piccolo probably would have gotten stronger, but Piccolo probably would not have been significantly as strong as he was without having an extra body, or that extra power and knowledge that he had when he fused with Kami. So, I would say that Piccolo would be, obviously Piccolo will still be ahead of Krillin, but Piccolo would definitely, I would even say, be somewhere maybe near a TN. And keep in mind, we don't necessarily know how strong TN is, because, Piccolo really got his power boost because of the fusion. So if Piccolo didn't fuse, he definitely would not be strong. Then when the Majin Buu saga rolled around, Piccolo, I think that his main goal would be just to train the kids, because Piccolo really wouldn't be able to do anything. I mean, Piccolo in the Majin Buu saga really didn't have a big time role anyway. But considering that Piccolo would not have Kami's strength, Piccolo would 100% be slaughtered. 100%. Yes, Piccolo could train, and yes, Piccolo does train hard, but Piccolo still would not really train that much, or he would train, but it wouldn't really be that effective, because there's only but so strong he could get, almost like a human, because he doesn't have that extra boost of strength to take him to the next level. So, like I always say, feel free to agree, feel free to disagree, and like always, I'm only human, I could be wrong.